Hey everybody, welcome to All in Our Heads podcast with me, Joe Fernandes, and Mike Gaffney. Mike Gaffney's not with us this week because his schedule is crazy, but I'll have a guest on the show today. My friend Mike Celona, he'll be joining me in a moment. Mike may send us in a rant on video. I'm still waiting for that to come over, so live on the podcast, I'll possibly put that in if Mike can get it to us in time. But this is what we're going to do with the podcast because everyone's schedule is crazy. We're all figuring out this COVID shit and trying to get shit done. So when Mike can't make it, we're going to have guests, and hopefully Mike can always at least send us a video of shit he's been talking about. So my guest today is a good friend of mine. His name is Mike Celona. He's a comedian. He just put out his second comedy CD. His first stand-up CD was called Calzone Farm. And his second CD is Mike Celona Prank Calls, I believe. I'll confirm that when we bring him in. So help me welcome. I feel like I'm doing an actual live show. Mike Celona, everybody.
Hey, how are you, Mike?
Oh, you know what? I could do applause on this. Yes. Yes.
This is better than I get at live shows. Wow. I just realized that my light died. So I apologize if I'm looking a little dark.
Your light died? That's your first podcast of the...
Look.
Oh, what is... Oh, you didn't charge it. You didn't charge it.
No, I had it charged, but I just came off of... I've been doing a lot of podcasts today trying to promote this album. So, unfortunately, my light died. This is the worst way for me to start this. I swear this is not a representation of who I am. My hair's a mess. I was wearing a Santa hat earlier with the kids. My son spilled a gallon of milk in the kitchen today, Joe. I'm not doing okay. COVID's kicking my butt. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's what it is, right? We're just fucking sitting home. There's no shows where I'm still not used to it. It's coming up on a year, and like, I don't like being home this much. I'm not a fan. I like it, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm a social person. I like to be out there talking with, like, the social aspect of stand-up is like what I miss the most. I mean, I miss being on the stage too, but I'm busting balls, going to the diner and shit. So
there's nothing better than a late diner hang. Yes. And I haven't been to a diner since March.
Yeah. Since March. Yeah.
I think, that's sad.
Good talking to you, Mike. No.
Well, thanks for having me.
You seem like you need a nap, Mike.
I'm a disgruntled dad trying to do comedy when there's no venues open. I mean, I'm living the dream right now.
Yeah. I did my first Zoom headlining show yesterday. I got booked to do it was a certified financial services. Some woman that works there was going through Instagram and found a video of mine where I was making fun of doing Zoom meetings, Zoom comedy shows. So she messaged me. She goes, do you want to do our comedy show for our holiday? It's not a comedy show. Do you want to come in our Zoom holiday party and do some comedy? So I was like, so you saw that I don't like it, so you invited me to? So,
dude, that's the best way to get booked. Show that you don't care.
And they paid so well. I was like, fuck it, I'll bomb for that much money. I'll do it. First,
the problem is because all the mics are muted, so you can't even hear people laughing.
Oh, no. I had her pin. See, I just did Mike just had his own sort of show on Zoom that I did, and you had all the mics off, so we couldn't hear people laughing. Probably if I would have talked to you before that, I could have told you what someone told me to do, was you pin the speaker, and then everyone could laugh without them going to be the speaker on Zoom, so you can hear all the laughs.
Oh. So, I'm used to performing without laughs, so it seemed normal.
Oh, yeah. So you were in good territory. So that's good that we're promoting your CD because you're not used to getting laughs, which hopefully your CD gets laughs. But, dude, I'm doing a Zoom show, and at first you wanted me to do 45 minutes. I'm like, listen, you guys don't want me for 45 minutes. I said, she goes 45 to an hour. I was like, how about I do 30 minutes? I'll do 30. Because I did do 15 to 20 on one show. And it went pretty good. So I was like, I could do 30.
Yeah.
So I get in there, and there's like 5 Zoom pages worth of people. I couldn't even see everybody. So I go, I start doing it. I feel like I'm doing a podcast, but I'm doing my jokes. Because I was like, I'm not gonna set up in my room standing with a microphone, acting like I'm on stage. It's like, to me, that is like ridiculous.
How's everyone feeling tonight? You doing good out there, everyone?
I
You
couldn't
need
do
a
it.
drink, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just did it like this. So it was going good, man. I'm doing good for like 25 minutes. I mean,
Tip your server, guys. Thanks.
yeah, doing good for Zoom standards. You have to like learn
Yeah.
how like what's good on Zoom. But like 25 minutes in, dude, I fell off a cliff. I just started bombing. Like I'm getting zero. I'm getting zero, and I see everyone's muted. I'm like, what the fuck? How did it go from like I've started off good and brought myself to a bomb before, but it's like a nice slow downhill. This went like boom, we don't like you. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I have to address this. I was like, what the fuck just happened and why am I muted by everybody? They said, I don't know. They all go, there's something with your audio. You sound like you're underwater. We can't really hear what you're saying. And it was like making a weird noise. So I was like, oh shit. So I go in this program, I just checked something, unchecked it, and it fixed it. I go, can you hear me now? They're like, perfect. I go, when did you stop hearing me? And they named the joke. Dude, I did about 5 minutes just talking to myself. Nobody could hear me. Yeah, I was just like, wah, wah. So then I was like, I feel like I owe you. I go, I know my 30 minutes is up. I feel like I owe you people something. So I did another 15. And it went good. But no, it's weird. It's so weird. Like, you used to, like, doing a show. You say, like, I didn't even know how to say it. I'm like, all right, goodbye. And then you, like, leave the meeting. And then you're in your house. Like, so you have all this pent-up energy. Normally you're at the club, like, hey, good show, smacking, shaking hands. And now I'm like, then my dog's looking at me like, can we get the fuck out of here? Can you stop talking to that camera?
Well, it's like your legs, because you go to a comedy club, like you're standing. Like you're standing from 3 p.m. till after you get home at like 3 in the morning, So like you get all this energy and you're, pacing or standing and just talking with people. So to sit down and do a Zoom show, it seems odd. Like physically, I have all this energy and I'm sitting in a chair. It just feels odd.
It feels odd, but I think we got to get used to it because I really think that's what the future is.
Yeah, it is different. I mean, I think there is. I mean, I'm having fun now, and like I've been on other podcasts to promote my album, and like I feel revitalized. It's all we know right now, so it feels good.
So how many Zoom shows have you done?
In the past, my album came out yesterday, and I've been on like a half dozen. I genuinely told my wife, I go, I feel that Kevin Hart is such a hard worker. Like just in 2 days, I've been on these shows and trying to navigate normal life. I have 2 young kids. I'm exhausted. I'm like exhausted.
So you're doing Zoom stand-up shows, or you're just like going on as like podcasts?
Well, it was both, but Zoom stand-up shows are like, yeah, like you said, it's weird because the timing's like a second or two off.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll say a joke and you're like, oh, okay, they do like it. This is weird. Okay. It's a weird timing. Like I don't know. You've been doing stand-up for what, like 15 years?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like
15, 16 years. I don't know if I count 2020, so I think I'm back to like 15 years. It's like...
it's weird, too, to do like a real live show. You're back to like year 3. You're like, oh, my God, like this is weird.
Well,
The timings are different.
Have you done any live shows since March?
I only did like 1 or 2, and it was weird to be standing there and like I get like nerves again. It's like I'm in my second year of comedy, and I'm like, I kind of liked it. Like I like that feeling of like, wow, this matters because I know I'm not doing this again for the unforeseen future.
Right.
Like when you first start and you're like, this one show I'm doing this year is the show. Like I gotta make it count. So it kind of felt like that again. Yeah.
Yeah, my last live show was the show you came out to shoot pictures of me and my corgi at the Corgi Comedy Club. And I'm like, I got this show, even though it's like a 15-minute set, it's got to be good because I'm going into the bunker after this.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're at the point and I'm at the point with comedy where, it's nice to go out there and try new jokes and stuff. But I feel like under COVID, it's like I got to bring my A material. Everyone has to enjoy it, and I need to be as efficient as possible. And I'm not here to like try out new stuff because new stuff doesn't matter because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and the old stuff feels weird too because I feel like it's like BC before COVID. You know what I mean? It's like it's this life like we used to go up and kind of make it seem like this shit just happened to us, but you can't be like, yo, I was hanging out with my girl the other day. Where? Yeah, we were at a restaurant. No, you weren't. I mean, I guess now you can, but if it doesn't involve you can't just have a normal. It's just weird. Like you feel like, like I have to rework your jokes for current day.
Yeah, I mean, I had like a 15-minute bit on going to Disney with my family, and I can't do that. I'm like, so guys, I was waiting in line at Disney. People are like, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I went to the mall food court. People are like, no, you didn't. It stinks.
Yeah, but I want to lean into these Zoom shows, even if they're going to suck. I mean, that was a good one because it was, I guess a paid gig and they were there for that. I don't know what some of these other fly-by-night Zoom shows. I don't could be majority comedians, like a borderline open mic. But I want to use them to develop material. I'll feel so bad to come out of my bunker in the spring if I get some dates and be still doing the old
guys,
shit.
Do you remember 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's talk about your CD, man. So this is your second CD you put out.
Yeah, and this one I put out independently. So I'm flying solo. I jumped out of the nest. I wanted to fail and succeed by only me. And it came out yesterday.
All right. And so tell us about it. It's called Mike. Let me see if I can get an image up on the screen of it. I think I could. I think I have it right here.
Let's see.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh, that's a porn search. Oh nice. Do not call list.
Okay, it's called Prank Calls by Mike Celona. Do not call list. So, tell us about it.
So I was always, my parents are, we never listened to nursery rhymes growing up. We would literally listen to the Jerky Boys. I'd watch the Howard Stern show when I was a kid. And I always loved prank calls because there's something like stand-up, as you know, there's something so in the moment. There's an adrenaline rush. And when you can get someone to laugh at a comedy show, it's the same feeling when you're having a good prank phone call. You get serotonin or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I love interacting with people on the phone. I hate talking on the phone. But it was fun. And what happened was because COVID, you're really not performing anymore. So I was just going nuts around the house and my wife was getting irritated with me. And I was yelling at the kids. I was completely out of my mind. And I was I got to do something. And I was either going to start a punk rock band, or I was you know what, I'm going to go in the basement and record some prank calls. My wife was what do you mean? I was I don't know. So I went downstairs, I recorded a couple of prank calls, and I played them for my wife and some friends, and they were this is really funny. A lot of people tell me that, my best quality with comedy is off the cuff or interacting with people. So a lot of people...
You're a good crowd work comic. I like when you dive into your crowd work in a show.
Yeah, I like messing around with people, and it's something I enjoy doing, and it's kind of like crowd work, but over the phone. And these people are, they'll interact with you because they don't want to lose their jobs. So I feel bad that I'm pranking people during COVID, but I did large corporations, and the large majority of them are people that called me. So it's payback. This is for anyone out there that gets telemarketed calls. I went back at the telemarketers.
So you called them, or you waited for telemarketers to call you and then you mess with them?
So the majority of the album is telemarketers calling me, and after a while, I just started keeping a recorder out. So anytime I got a call where it was I don't know that person, I'd hit record and then just go right into it.
Okay. Now, is there
So a
any?
lot of it's telemarketing. Yeah.
Oh, did you? So yeah. Donna Vasel says, I think your car warranty is expiring. Did you get that one on there? That's a common one everyone's getting.
I like that. Yeah, it's a lot of car stuff. A lot of them were like, "Hey, do you want cash for your business? Like a cash advance?" Um, and then surprisingly, there was a dentist company that would call me every day, and the
Uh-huh.
dentist company they were offering free teeth whitening, and I started messing with them because I was like, "Oh my god, that sounds great!" To find out it's not free. The teeth whitening's free, but you have to sign up a membership and do a consultation, which
Hmm.
they charge you an insane amount of money.
Oh,
So
okay.
then I got mad. So the next time they called, I just messed with them. So yeah, and I love the Jerky Boys. I love crank anchors, and there's nothing better than a good prank phone call.
Hell yeah, dude. Now, is there like I don't know if there's any legal thing with the prank phone calls? Like, do people have to know they're being recorded?
I honestly have no idea. I might end up in jail. I bleeped everything and like took out everyone's name, and that's all I could do. I mean, you have someone like the Jerky Boys. I don't know if they have releases. I think it's illegal to record people. This might be used in court one day, Joe. I don't know.
Hey, but as long as you get those big checks from streaming,
Ooh, man,
woo,
I think it's like every 100,000 you get a penny. So I'm pretty big
easy,
deal.
dude. My CD, I just got 14 cents from Title the other day.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's more than the electric on that light you have on right now on your face.
Yeah.
Like the electric is more expensive. Like people, I have that album on. I have a special on Amazon Prime, and people were like, "I'll leave my TV on to get you the money," and I'm like, "It would cost more for your electric bill. Like you should just send me $1," and
Yeah.
you crushed it.
Hey,
That
but
it's crazy about streaming. The only one who makes money is like Taylor Swift, and she's even pissed about it.
yeah, because she doesn't really own the rights to the song, so she only gets like
Yeah,
half of that.
yeah. But she still makes like a ton of money, and she's like one of the number one artists. So imagine what local comedians make, you know?
Hey man, it's all our own fault. We all started stealing music and wanted shit for free. We all want we all bitch until it's our art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
like
When it was Metallica, it was okay.
like I like everyone feels fine stealing movies. Hey, did you get the Fire Stick with the Cody thing and get free movies? Like I remember
What do you?
I remember having a club owner try selling me a Fire Stick with free movies. And then he was bitching when people were saying, "I want to go to your come into your club for free." It's like, but
Yeah,
you steal. Why you don't want to pay for entertainment? Why should anybody pay for entertainment?
yeah. I found I almost am like resorting back to the old days where like bands that I really like because I stream their stuff. No one's really buying albums. I do try to buy like merch because I'm like like it shouldn't be, especially now no one's performing. So I'll buy for Christmas. I bought myself a couple of hoodies with like bands on it.
Yeah, you're still at the age where you can do. I can't. I don't think I can wear band hoodies at 45. I don't.
Dude, I'm in my late 30s. It's not like I can either.
Yeah, I know.
It just
I guess
hasn't
I
hit me yet
could.
that
I
I
mean, concert shirts I can get away with.
Yeah, dude. Are we saying we're not allowed? Are we not allowed to wear cargo shorts? Is that weird?
I don't wear cargo short. That's bad, man. That's some dad shit right there.
I stopped
Cargo
this
shorts and
summer.
white New Balance. That's what you're gonna be
Hell
wearing.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's the best.
So, what's your favorite prank on your CD?
So honestly, what's really cool about it is like like you put something out and you're almost like tired of it at that point. So I had the album done and I was submitting it because you have to submit it to get like here's the finalized version of it. And then that day I got a call and I was like, the album's done already, but let me just pick it up and record it. And it was the best call and the most fun. but it happened so quickly, and I quick threw it on the album the day I submitted it that I forgot about it. So on Instagram, people are like, dude, I've been listening to this album. I listened to this one track 5 times. People are texting me like, oh my God, this one track is the best. And I was like, what the hell is that track? It's called Business Partners. And I don't even know what track it is, what number it is. But I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, that is really funny. And it's like really silly. And it was kind of nice because I forgot completely about it. And it's something that I just kind of threw on as an afterthought.
And what's Business
So it's called
Partners?
Business Partners. And it, again, the company calling me, I want money. And I try to date the guy that called. And I want to introduce him to my mom. And I'm like, dude, you've been calling me every day. I feel like now is the time to make it official. Like, I love you. And he just, it's a fun conversation.
Oh, so he must have been kind of going along with it because, it's not like he's like, I mean, it's so insane that there's no way this guy's like, hey, does this guy really want to like me? So that would be great. Imagine that happened though. You were like, and the guy's like, friend out of it. You get like a best friend or like a new lover. You'd be like, honey, I didn't even know I was gay until I put out this prank album.
It might happen. I mean, he was so nice. He like
your wife was like, comedy stole another thing from me. First he's never home, God, yeah. And now he left me for a telemarketer while he was doing his prank album.
She's getting a 14-cent check a month from Amazon right now, so I think she realized how good she has it. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. yeah, she knows.
We are offering you unsecured business loan. There is no collateral, no personal guarantee needed. So, how much fund are you looking for a business?
Well, I'm actually looking to start a new business.
Is it TNT Construction?
Yeah, would it have to be my old business or can I do my new business?
What about your TNT Construction, sir?
What I'm looking to do is to meet with telemarketers and go down on them.
No, actually we're the direct lender. All right.
For money. Yeah, I'm looking for lenders and I'm looking to go down to Flavor Town, as Guy Fieri would say.
Are you actively seeking for business funding?
Money. I would love money. And I'd also like to send you some pictures of me, that are a little provocative.
I'm not going to waste your time, sir.
Oh, I wouldn't waste your time.
We're the direct lender, and we have 90% after our ratio.
Oh man, well that's making me excited.
And this is unsecured business loan.
What I'm looking for is a relationship or a best friend. Do you have bunk beds?
Yes.
Are you a top or a bottom?
You're my friend, right?
Why are you coughing? You sick? You need a throat lozenge? You need me to come down there and take that Vicks vapor rub and do it right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Coronavirus.
Ooh, daddy like. You bad boy, you. Do you go pee-pee on the pee-pee pad?
Yes.
You go pee-pee on the pee-pee pad?
No. No.
You don't go pee-pee in the pee-pee pad?
Take some virus from me.
Ooh, you bad boy, you. You're going to make mommy very mad. I'm going to have to give you pow-pow.
Yes. I'm so bad, man. But not like you badass, actually.
Ooh, he's looking fresh. I like that. Pretty little kitty.
Oh, Tony.
No, you stop. No,
I'm
you
gonna
hang up.
The time, Tony.
No, you hang up.
No.
No,
I'm gonna.
You hang up, you cutie. No, you hang up first.
No.
Oh,
Ladies first.
You hard to get you.
Ladies first.
I like that.
No. Are you actively seeking for business funding?
I want you to meet my mother. I feel like we have a good thing here.
Why?
Why? Well, because you keep calling me and I feel like I got a stage 5 clinger, and instead of getting upset, I'd like to get on your DMs.
I can't put a number on do not call list, actually. Alright. You could tell me.
Put me where? Are you going to put me in timeout, you dirty boy?
All right, all
the
right.
giggling you. I got you.
I appreciate your time, Tony.
Yes, yes.
You have a nice day.
Ooh. And I'll have a better
All right.
night when you call me tomorrow because you guys call every day. And I'm falling in love. Gotta be
Hey,
honest.
hey, hey. Just play something with me, all right?
What happened?
Who's gonna hang up the call first?
How about this?
That will be me, and the last one is a girl, and that is you. Oh my God!
I don't know what he just said, but I'm into it. And I think I found the one. Let me call my mom.
But no, it was just a fun call that was unexpected. So some of those on it, what happened was some of the calls on it that are on the album are from like 5 years ago that I just did for fun with like a friend. And then I just had it. And then that's what, when I was home on break from COVID, I was like, you know what, let me listen to them. And some of them were fun. I put out maybe half of the ones that I recorded years ago.
Okay, so what's that, like an hour, the CD?
Yeah, it's 20 tracks. It's like 50 minutes. So I didn't want to make it too long.
No, that's perfect.
Because, you know, prank calls, they get kind of repetitive. I didn't know what I was doing with each prank call too. Like, it's not like I went into it and was like, here's the 20 calls I'm going to make. Here's the characters I'm going to make. I legit would be working or homeschooling my kids. I would get a call from a unmarked number and I would run in a different room and press record. So like, you know, sometimes I'd be like, all right, I'll just go into this character or whatever. And sometimes I would just talk as myself. It was the most organic thing ever. And it was kind of, no effort went into it, which you don't want to tell people, but like, it was so organic and fun. And I honestly think it's the most fun thing I've done, which is annoying because I've worked so hard on other stuff.
That's good though, man. I listened to a few tracks. I was trying to be able to play them on this, but my damn switcher isn't working properly.
No worries.
If anybody,
Thanks,
I'll put it on the audio podcast of my thing.
Awesome, yeah.
I'll splice it in when we edit.
And I know too, like I'm not, you know, a famous comedian, so I try to make the tracks as short as possible. You know, I want people to be able to enjoy it and not get tired of it.
Right. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun for the whole family.
Fun for the whole family. So now that we plugged your thing, see, this is normally this podcast. I don't know if you listen to it ever, but it's usually just me and Mike
you guys
shooting the shit about what the fuck's going on with us, you know. And that's what's weird about COVID. Nothing's going on. It's like, thank God I had that show. It gave me a 3-minute story at the head of this.
Well, like a year ago, you were like, I think we're taking some time off the podcast because we can't just be like, so what have you been up to? Nothing. How about you? Nothing.
Well, because I remember like when this all first happened, like everyone was panicked. Everybody's going live. Everyone's got a podcast. Everyone's in their kitchen doing their, like I can't, like everyone thought this was gonna be 2 weeks. Everyone's got their own show, and then it started petering out. People are like, this ain't. I can't. I mean, some guys were going daily. I'm like, how are you gonna sustain that? The only one that's sustained daily is Donna V. She does like 3 lives a day.
Yeah,
the energy of her. Like we're 20 minutes into this and I'm already tired. I don't know how she does.
Yeah,
well,
and she owns a company. Like I don't know. She has to be doing drugs. I mean, she's nuts. I love her.
Yeah, no one has energy like Donna V.
No,
but
she's like Buddy the Elf.
Yeah. So then it got to the point with the podcast. We went away for a little bit because we lost steam. The politics was getting too much, and it was just easy. Yeah. And it's like, I hate politics. And I was like, you know what? Let's just take a summer break. And then summer break, we came back in December. Took a little summer and fall break. Because I got to figure out how to, like, okay, nothing's happening, but we got to make content. We got to do comedy.
Yeah, if it's going to keep going.
We have to. I'm not just going to sit here and I can't watch another fucking movie. I don't. Everyone's like, have you seen this series? No, I don't. I haven't seen it. I can't watch TV anymore. It's too much TV.
Well, we work in television too.
Yeah.
So like you literally are working in TV all day. You come home, And like my wife's like, "What do you want to watch tonight?" I'm like, "I want to stare at a wall.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it." I started playing video games and reading. I'm like, "Who am I?"
Yeah. I'm at that age now. I'm just like a dude that just stands there, like sipping a coffee, staring out into nothing. I just sit there, and it's like, what are you thinking about? Absolutely nothing. Like, I don't even sit for breakfast anymore. I just sit at my counter, drinking coffee, staring over the breakfast bar, just like, and my corgi's over there, like, are we gonna go? And I'm like, I got nothing.
Dude, you're like Forrest Gump as he's waiting for Jenny. He's just standing with his hands on his hips on the porch.
Yes. Yeah, just.
Well, this is my day.
This is my day now. This is it.
Well, you try to make it go longer. Like when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take the trash out. Like it's a thing. I walk each thing individually. I don't try to carry two things at once. I'm like, I gotta be out here for 8 minutes. That's my break.
Yeah. Well, I got on Wellbutrin, so that's good that I'm on anti-anxiety meds. That's helped out my staying home all the time. I was like, I need some pills to get through this. Because at least when I had a life before, I was so busy I couldn't even think about my problems. Now I'm just sitting there sipping coffee. I'm like, I'm not a good fan of hanging with myself. Like, I'm not good company with me. Like,
no, I just start to think about the things I'm not doing and how horrible everything is and how scary everything is. And I'm on a similar type of medication. And what's funny is because it like makes me more positive. Like now my wife is the one who's homeschooling and like she's going crazy. And I'm like, I think things are fine.
Yeah, the house is burning. We're like, it's not that bad. It's not that
Guys, it's a bonfire. Enjoy it. Is there cocoa?
Is there cocoa?
I just, I've fully dipped into just do what makes you happy. But unfortunately, a lot of what makes me happy is just food.
Yeah, dude. I've been cooking like a motherfucker. I learned how to make like that toffee chocolate bark shit. And dude, bro, I may need a 12-step fellowship because I feel like I am the Walter White of Christmas crack. Like I'm cooking this shit. We're cracking it, and it's just. But I'm like Tony Montana. I'm breaking rule number 2. Don't get high on your own supply. It's like I need people to give this to. I can't have this much Christmas crack. I'm losing pants.
Your wife's like, "Oh, you made it?" You're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Where is it?" You're like, "I was snacking while I was eating it, and there's nothing left." I did that with cookies the other day. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make cookies," and as they're cooling, I'm eating them like a stupid gavone. I'm burning my mouth. I'm burning my hands, but there's nothing better than just warm, fresh out of the oven cookies. Like, and I'm not a sweets guy, but like this time of year, like, it's Christmas. You gotta eat that stuff.
You gotta. Yo, speaking of food, I'm gonna show you this weird ass story.
Food. We should get together and order pizza. I mean,
yeah, we should. Let me see if I can get this website up. Okay, check out this story. It says Thai researchers studying how chicken feathers can beef up menus. Dude, this is not even vegan or I don't know where this falls. This guy wants to take chicken feathers and make like burgers.
What's crazy is the title alone. I'm like, that's kind of witty. Can beef up menus. Get it? It's food. But I wonder what happens. Are we just pulling feathers off of chickens and leaving them? That's like when people cut fins off of sharks and let them like just drown.
Yeah, I think they want to save if they can they want to make steaks and burgers out of chicken feathers.
But the chickens live?
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of cruel but not as cruel. It's like kind of cruelty free. It's like we're not killing you. We're just like making you bald.
So it's like sheep.
Like sheep. I don't know. Chickens, I don't know if they can grow feathers back. I don't know if they have like crew cuts. Like you start getting like small feathers, like as it's grown back.
Yo, let me get a tight fade feather. All right.
So,
oh my God, that's even worse. Just kill them and eat them. Like to pull their feathers out.
But it's
that
kind of
can't be
good
fun.
though. It's weird, but it's kind of good. Because I'm
Dude, would you
saying,
want? They're literally gonna rip the feathers, dude. It's not gonna be
no, I'm
a
sure not gonna
humane
rip.
thing.
You think they're gonna rip it? Because you can't rip it without ripping their skin. They're probably gonna like.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a truck of Dominican guys that grab these feathers and pull them. There's gonna be blood everywhere. It's gonna be worse. They're gonna be left for dead. They're like,
Now, would you try chicken feather beef? That's the.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, you got because it's.
What do you think's in the McRib?
Ugh, I haven't had one of those in years. I don't think they're as good. Everyone, when they come out, everyone's like, dude, the McRib's back. It stinks.
It legit is in like my. I've had one once, and it was the grossest thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fast food barbecue, and people go bananas over it. I don't understand. That's America. We're horrible.
I think that sucks, and I'm tired of people like. There's a Chick-fil-A that was built by my house a few years ago. The lines are, dude. The one. Okay, check this out. I did a gig in Pennsylvania.
Hell yeah!
On the way home, I was like starving. I'm like, let me go just off this exit. I saw Chick-fil-A. This was during COVID times. The line was so long. They had a guy halfway in the line giving water to people waiting in line. Like, I was like, it's not that good. It's a mediocre chicken sandwich at best.
It's like a fast food chicken sandwich. It's crispy. You know, it's probably overcooked. You just throw some sauce or cheese on it, and you're like, this will do.
And the thing that nobody talks about, actually, what Chick-fil-A has the best of is chocolate chip cookies. That's Chick-fil-A's chocolate chip cookies are the shit.
Chick-fil-A is like rare. I never really have it. I don't really see it often. I'm honestly, I don't know how you eat fast food. I gotta like take off of work and stuff. Like if I eat fast food, the next 3 days are done. I'm out of commission.
I only eat it out of desperation. Like if it's the only thing open, because like I love White Castles, but they give me mild depression. They do, like, and I'm telling you, this is scientific. I
just see the little Patty taking a bite, and you're like, I hate my life.
No, I'll tell you. I did a show one time. It was like, you know, like those nights where everything's working. It was like one of the best shows. You're like you're on cloud nine. You're driving home. You're like, I'm meant to do this. You're calling your wife. You're calling your friends.
I'm one of the greats.
Oh my God, I'm on my way. So I see a White Castle. I pull in. I didn't go crazy. Just got the 4 with the 4-pack. You know what I mean? I eat them, bro. I eat them, and like about 10 miles later, I'm like, want to drive my car off a fucking bridge. I'm like, I can't stand myself. I'm a loser. You're a hack. You stink. That show was. And it had to be the White Castle. That was the only chemical change. I was loving life pre-White Castle. And
what did you get? Fries? Maybe you get clam strips, because I know those will make you suicidal.
I got burgers, fries, and a drink.
We gotta test this. We have to when we start performing more. We have a good show. If we're on a show together, because I've opened for you a few times, if we both crush it, we got to go get White Castle and see what happens.
No, but that's where the weird science comes in, because alone, White Castle, depression. With friends, it kind of like, I don't have it. I think I just need to be with people. It's kind of like you don't want to trip alone. Like you don't like to trip on acid alone. You need friends. You need like a camp. So that's what I need. I need people to White Castle with me.
You can't White Castle alone. Friends don't let friends White Castle alone.
That's all I'm saying.
I feel like the past couple of times I've only eaten White Castle alone, and it's depressing for a different reason.
Why?
Because you're eating White Castle alone in a car in a parking lot.
Nah, I don't know, man. I used to. My father used to like hang in his car a lot. That's what a bunch. I'm at the point of dad life where I've been hanging out in my car alone. Yeah. Like
I get it.
I get it, man. I get it. I just like sometimes like I've pulled up to gigs. I'm like, I'm just gonna hang in my car. I'm gonna go in about 10 minutes before I gotta go up.
There's something nice. Like today, I had to run to the food store, and I sat in my car in my driveway for about 10 minutes. Just like like Forrest Gump, you just stand there and you look out and you're like, all right, it's getting back to neutral. It's a weird time right now, and even before this, I like sitting in my car. That's my last space I have. I had a music room, then I had kids. The music room went away. I had a basement, but then I had kids that went away. I have my car now. They can't drive yet.
It all goes away, man.
At 16, it will go away.
Dude, I saw another, speaking of fast food, it just so happens I saw, did you see there was like this TikToker that like works at McDonald's that's like putting out their secrets?
Oh, no. What are the secrets?
Well, I only
it's
heard
all frozen?
I only heard the one. I heard the one secret was why, you notice how McDonald's straws are fatter than most straws?
They're American.
No, it's so that the something with the aeration of it where it makes it sweeter.
No.
Yeah,
really?
and they say Coca-Cola sends McDonald's its own syrup that's sweeter than everybody else's.
Yeah.
And it's true, man. McDonald's you get Coke, it's candy.
It literally is just toffee, liquid toffee.
Yeah. Well, McDonald's didn't deny it. So I'm just saying, this little TikToker with purple hair, I think he's onto something.
That's great. I mean, a lot of people feel strongly about fast food. It's almost like a political candidate. Like I think Wendy's is the best, and my wife hates it.
Shake Shack.
That's not free.
Okay, that's a little fancier fast food. It's not like.
I like how we're like, that's the fancy fast food.
Well, you gotta wait a little longer. It's not just sitting there under heat lamps waiting for.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think Wendy's is the best fast food?
It's my favorite. I like their fries because I don't like bells and whistles. Like Burger King, they like batter their fries and stuff and have
Burger
crazy
King fries.
salt on them. I'm like, get out of here.
Actually, back to Chick-fil-A, they got the best fries. They have waffle fries, and to me, waffle fries are the best fries because they're like snow shovels for ketchup.
Yes, yeah.
You can scoop. You get a good scoop. It's like it's serrate. I don't know. It's just fact.
I've never had a conversation with you that didn't end like this.
Like what?
we just always go into, dude, I like fries because they're like shovels.
But I feel like I'm the only one out there defending waffle fries. Like, no, they're like the forgotten fry. Everyone's like, sweet potato fries, this fries. It's like, I don't even. Dude.
I like the shape. I don't. Any waffle fries always seasoned. I don't want a seasoned fry.
Nah, yeah. Don't,
so I'll get waffle fries unseasoned, but then you got to wait for them, and that's annoying.
True.
I don't like waiting for food, Joe.
Yeah. There was one other fast food story I read about, the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Actually, let me back up. Remember when we were talking about like shit's overrated? The only like Mcrib is overrated. People go crazy for it.
Garbage.
The Popeye chicken sandwich, when you couldn't get it, remember like it was like selling out everywhere. Like
it was like Nike's. Like there was people waiting the night before.
But that lived up to the hype because I went twice and was shut out. I couldn't get it. And then I was driving home from AC one time and I just saw one. I'm like, let's go for it again. Let's see. It says there's a Popeyes. Dude, it was that good. It was, now you know why people, I mean, it was that good. Paul Bonds in the chat, he said waffle fries or steak fries. What do you think? Waffle fries? I'm waffle fries.
Dude, steak fries, they're so lazy to me. They're just like quartered potatoes and they're so like, I've never had a good steak fry. I'll just say that.
Yeah. The only place I think, did you ever go to Steve's Sizzling Steaks? Up in like Bergen County?
Steve Sizzling? That's like
You've never been to
Steve's
Sizzling? You gotta go. Well, not now. You can't.
You gotta go to
pandemic.
Steve Sizzling Steaks.
Yeah, true. Paul's right. Both can scoop ketchup pretty good. You know? So you could. Yeah, good point, Paul. But I still think waffle's better. But no, Steve,
I like a nice just hand cut. I want the skins on it. I like that.
I like the skins. Well, that's what waffle fries have. That's what I'm saying.
Hand cut, double fried. French fries are my favorite.
Yeah. Well, Steve Sizzling Steaks, it's the saltiest steak you've ever had in your life, right? And it comes sizzling. And it's but like if you get the steak fries with it, like the juice getting sopped up, like the steak juice, that's when the steak fry is good.
You don't even pick them up. You use the fork on them.
Yeah. Paul said Kentucky Fried Chicken has really good fries. I feel like I've never had Kentucky Fried Chicken fries.
I didn't know they had fries.
No, I usually get chicken with mashed potatoes, a little, corn and shit, biscuits. I didn't even know they made French fries. Now I have to go.
What's funny is in like I grew up in Pennsylvania, and they have Kentucky Huts. So it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. So my wife is a big fan of like popcorn chicken because she'll eat like chicken, but she doesn't like to know it's on a bone or it's an animal. So she's like, popcorn chicken, like it's just fun. Whereas I like to pick through it and make a night of it, Get messy. I want to go to a good fried chicken place.
Fried chicken's good, but it definitely it just doesn't agree with me. Like hot wings was my thing for years. Like I would eat hot wings. Even like when I was living alone, like I just make hot wings. But now I can't go out. I have to make plans. If I'm going to have hot wings, it's got to be like on the calendar. Like I got to not be going anywhere. It's like, all right, Wednesday's hot wing day. We're staying home. We're not going to be with anybody.
Is it, do you get heartburn or you get diarrheas?
I don't get diarrhea. It's just, I don't want to get graphic, but it's just not pretty. You know what I mean? It's just,
oh boy.
I go to boot camp after that. It's like, you know what I mean? It's bad. It's like, but it's worth it. Like I love them so much, but like I said, if I'm out somewhere at a party, people are like, oh, want some buffalo wings? I'm like, no. It's too early. I have to be going home shortly if we're gonna. You have to bust those out with dessert.
Yeah, well, I'm in my late 30s now, and what I've noticed is anything spicy or anything that has butter or oil, like I get heartburn and bubble guts, and I can't.
If this isn't an old man podcast right now, I don't know what is. I got heartburn. I got bubble gut. I can't eat wings.
Yeah.
We should be wearing cargo shorts right now while doing this. That's how.
I am.
Oh, you are? Oh,
No.
I'm wearing no pants. That's what's good about doing home comedy. But Kentucky Fried Chicken, what I was going to say, the other news story was some kids was like putting out how they really make the gravy.
I don't want to know.
But to me, it wasn't a story. I thought that's how you make. Okay, how do you make gravy like when you make a turkey?
Oh, you take all the chicken crap and
you take the shit that falls in the pan.
Yeah, the pan drippings, and you just add water and cornstarch. And
but you have a couple of chicken nougats, you know what I mean? Like some crispy things you chop up. And that's what they do there. But they were saying it was gross. I was like, no, that's why it's good.
That's how people started making gravy, because like less fortunate people were getting stuck with the pan, and they're like, let's make something out of this. You're supposed to scrape it off, and like if you're making, like if I make mac and cheese with like bacon, like a nice baked mac and cheese, I'll scrape and put the grease in the mac and cheese. It's just like a nice little, hello. It's called flavor, Joe. It's flavor.
Baked mac and I haven't had mac and cheese. I still make the Kraft and the Velveeta. That's my shit.
Kraft is honestly my favorite mac and cheese. It's it's like neon orange powder. It shouldn't make sense, but I think it's a nostalgic thing. Like when you have it, you're like, oh my God, I feel young.
Yeah. I like the Velveeta though, with the little silver pouch.
I can't get into that.
Like part of me really wants to, like when I really say fuck and I'm done with life, I want to have one of those pouches and just slurp it while like watching Yankees. Just be like, I'm just gonna kill myself.
You're on your deathbed. It's almost, and the packets look like Capri Suns. You want that little straw?
Yeah, I want to.
And we'll just lay you down.
Yeah, I want Velveeta cheese with a Capri Sun straw. What do you
want? Dude, that would be your IV.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure that happens.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do? So this is what two chubby guys talk about on a podcast: fast food and all that. Velveeta what was it? Paul Bond says Velveeta reminds me of the government cheese.
It has that flavoring, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know if I've ever had the government cheese. I don't know.
It's just prepackaged cheese. Have you ever had plastic? It kind of it tastes like plastic, and it does. The thing is, it can't melt.
Yeah, it can't melt.
Nah, not really.
Really?
Nah, I mean,
now I
put
need
it on
it.
a sandwich and keep going and nothing happens.
All right. Well, I want to get a burger made out of chicken feathers with some government cheese.
I'll try it. I mean, I've had plant-based burgers. Sure. I genuinely, I used to be in a big kick of like, if I went to a place and they had like a kangaroo burger or a bison burger or an alligator burger, like an ostrich, I would try them all.
Yeah, I'll try anything.
An ostrich burger was great. A bison burger was good. Alligator, I didn't really like.
Ostrich tastes just like venison. I had ostrich steak in Mexico.
Yeah, venison too. I mean, I can't even. It seems just like the next best thing. It was fine.
Yeah, no, that's good. I had alligator one time. Did you ever have
I don't
alligator?
like it. I don't like. It's like it tastes like fishy. It's chewy.
We're doing this. There was like this cooking competition with like these politicians and these like pseudo celebrity chefs, not like big celebrity chefs. At Wegmans,
Yeah.
they had like all these different kitchens, and I was there covering it. So we're interviewing the different chefs so I was trying. One of the chefs made alligator, so we had him like on toothpicks, and he gave me some. He's like, "What do you think?" I go, "Tastes just like crocodile." And he was not laughing at all. Like, he did not find the humor in it. He was just like, he like walked away from me. We couldn't get any more footage of this guy. He was like, I never in a million years would have thought that it would have let that. I know it wasn't the best joke, but in the moment, it just seemed funny. I mean, it tastes just like crocodile.
You son of a bitch. He's been perfecting this recipe.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid joke.
And it wasn't on camera. It wasn't like this was going to be on the production.
Yeah.
It was totally off camera. And I'm like, fuck this guy. Fuck you and your alligator.
You're probably getting paid more than him to be at that Wegmans. He's just mad.
Probably. Yeah, Paul Bond said Fuddruckers has Ostrich Burgers. They do.
Ooh, I like it. It's good.
Yeah. What was that other one? That other fucked up meat. Oh no. The dude who makes Impossible Burgers, the guy who invented that shit, he's now creating meat in a lab, like chicken cutlets and like steaks just from cells of cows. So you think that's ethical? Because it doesn't really come from something alive. And do you think vegans will eat it since nothing died to get it?
It's hard for me to have that vegan mindset. But don't they say plants are alive? I mean,
yeah, I try telling vegetarians all the time. Your plants cry when you pull them, when you chop them. There's scientific studies where they put like microphones and they're like, yeah.
But I think there's something to be said. Do you think like a group of sharks are like, man, like we got to stop eating flounder? Like, what about their feelings? Like, do you think they like being eaten by us? And unfortunately, we were born on top of the food chain.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you. It stinks, but
it is. Well, Indians, they don't eat meat, so they've been doing pretty good for a while, right? Aren't they all vegetarians?
Sure, but I'm saying like I don't feel bad about eating animals. I feel bad about the way some of them are treated.
Well,
but we're talking about chicken right now. You think KFC is as humane chickens? It's like,
yeah. Let me tell you something. Animals don't die of starvation. I mean, they die of starvation. They die of being killed by other animals. They don't die of old age. They don't go to animal nursing homes. It's like killing them is the best way. You want them to just die from lack of food or getting eaten by like a wolf or something? No, it's better that we kill them.
Yeah. Are you saying we should eat our grandparents?
I mean, they may be a little too old to eat. I mean, if they die young, like young grandparents, maybe like 50s, 60s, then there you
go.
But you don't want I don't want any 90-year-old meat.
No.
But I guess they have aged meat, so maybe it is good.
Dry age.
Dry age grandpa.
Dry age Nona.
Dry
Okay.
age Nona. That
Doing
is
super
disgusting. Now I'm all thinking about my grandma on a plate with a big apple in her mouth.
Huh?
Oh my God. But we are almost at 53 minutes.
Now it's time for Mike's Hot Corner.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Got a little hot corner. Well, I actually had one thing that I wanted to talk about all week. Something happened to me on Twitter. It's like 2 days ago. But I figured I'm going to talk about that. But then, as I'm coming home, I stop at Walgreens before I got home, and something happened there that was just like, what? And it just aggravated me. I'm talking about this and forget the thing that happened on Twitter. Maybe I'll get to it, but I don't know. Here's what happened in Walgreens. So you're going to watch this and you're going to be like, Mike's freaking out of his mind. However, so I get to the register. I'm giving the girl my stuff, and she's like, I'm like, hi, how are you? She's like, I'm good. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And you know, little pleasantries. I'm a very nice person when I come to your store. But we did that, and it was like a 5-second gap, so I figured we're done with that part, and now we're just going to do the exchange of you ring my stuff up and I give you money. So there's like a 5-second gap. There's no more talking, and all of a sudden I hear her. She's like, yeah, just excited from, you know, my thousands of gifts I'm going to get. I'm like, oh, what? And she's like, yep, I'm going to get a lot of gifts because I'm a good girl. I've been a good girl. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. You know, great. I don't know what else to say. But so I'm like, she obviously wants to chit chat about this. So I'm like, what's the one thing you want to get? What's the one thing you would like to get? And she's like, a pink rose. Now, I don't know why I didn't figure out what she was trying to do from the beginning. So I'm just getting slow in my old age. But she was like, a pink rose. I'm like, well, that seems like an easy task. I don't even know you. I'll get you a pink rose. That's all you want. I can go grab one right now. I'm like, well, that seems pretty easy. That's how I said it. So like nonchalant, like no big deal. I'm like, well, that seems like an easy one. That's cool. That's a no-brainer. It's like, yeah, because it really means a lot to me. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't mean a lot to you. It's like, yeah, it's more like sentimental. It's a special gift because it's sentimental. Because my grandmother, that when she died, I was like, oh my God, this is what you wanted to do? This is what you wanted to do? God, why did I not see that? Why did I've been keen to that my whole life. No one ever sat me down and said, don't do that kind of, you know, conversation starters. Just, if you want to tell your dumb story, tell your dumb story. Don't be lobbing up, you know, alley-oop for me to slam dunk your dumb story. I just tell your story. I never did it. I always knew. It always irked me when I would, you know, people just do that thing, you know, like the little conversation thing that they want you to ask what happened. You know, and you're like, oh, whew. Crazy nights, and they want you to go, what happened? I never do the what happened. I don't give a shit what happened. Tell your story, what happened. But there's always one friend that's like, what happened? You're like, dude, don't do that. He was looking for that. Don't feed into that mook. Let him say what was on his mind. Well, this is what that girl did to me. It's very sentimental. Now I don't even care about your grandmother or your pink rose. That was aggravating. Just now I'm all uncomfortable because I made it like it was no big deal. You put that on me? I don't even know you. You put all of that on me. Oh, I was trying to buy some iced tea. You know what I mean? I said, I just wanted a thing iced tea and a thing of milk. You can't just give me that? We got to do this? Your grandmother died with a pink rose, and you got to put that on me? Have you been doing that? There's a long line. You've been ringing up a lot of people. Have you put the dead grandmother pink rose on everybody? And don't do it like that. Just say it. Oh, hi, it's holidays. You know, I'm just looking for one. I don't even know how you would bring that up. You probably shouldn't, because you just ring up people. It's aggravating, and I don't know why I didn't read into it right away. I should have caught it. Just, if you want to say something like, I remember I was growing up, like I said, I've never bought it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care. If you want to talk, talk. Can you imagine if I was on stage and every time I was like, man, kids, and someone's like, what's wrong with your kids? One played your ass. No, that's not how it works. I just tell you the thing. I remember growing up, this kind of kid, he would always be like, whew, Metallica's crazy. You're like, what happened with Metallica? Oh, yeah, I went to the concert last night. My buddy Joe got me front row tickets. It was awesome. I hurt my back. Like, did you just want to tell me that you went to the concert in the front row? You could just say that. You could say, yo, bro, last night, me and my boy went to the Metallica, sat in the front row. I would probably still don't give a shit, but at least I'll listen to you. I'll have more respect for your story than your little volleyball lob. Hey, what What about that? You want a conversation starter you're chucking my way? I don't want you. I don't want it. Just say it. I don't know why I didn't see it coming, but I'm an idiot. It was a little too much of a gap. She's good. She knows what she's doing. She said holidays, and then she held off for like 5 seconds, and he was like, boom, and dropped something. Maybe I should have asked what the hell you want, but I was just trying to be nice. I didn't know we were going there. And that's what she wanted the whole time. She was like, I just want some presents, and you're like, oh, what do you want? I really want a rose for my dead grandmother. That's what she wanted to do the whole time. That's what she wanted to do. I'm just saying, if you do that, cut the shit out. And there's a couple of you people that are fans that I know personally that do it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, it was cold yesterday. What happened? Yeah, my heat broke down. Like, you just want to tell me about your dumb heat? Just tell me about the heat, man. Sorry, but it's just aggravating. I know there's a Christmas tree behind me, and I probably should be more loving and caring at this time of year, but it's just aggravating. And I'll finish up real quick with what happened on Twitter. I put a dumb joke up. I don't know if Joe will be able to share it. I'm going to send it to him on Twitter. It was about the $400 stimulus check or whatever that is, and I just made a joke like, "Wow, when I get my $400, I'm gonna jump in a time machine. I'm gonna find a time machine and travel back to 1950, and I'm gonna buy groceries. I'm gonna pay my rent, and I'm gonna pay all my bills for 6 months. That's what 1950 would have been able to get away with." Dumb joke. Dumb. I don't care. It was just a dumb joke. Some guy came on and he was like, "Listen, look at this. Guy's been on TV's, a TV star, and he's talking about that $600. Why don't you leave it?" And I was like, again, I'm getting old. Didn't put too. I was like, dude, it's a joke. And he kept coming back at me. It's a joke, bro. It was a joke. It's a dumb joke. And he's like, yeah, well, you've been on TV. You don't. I'm like, wait. It took me, I swear to God, 3 hours. I was working. He would just be hitting me up, and I'll be reading comments, and I'll go back at him. It took me about 3 hours to figure out this guy is deranged. He thinks because I've been on TV 4 times that I'm loaded. It's such a childish way to look at people who've been on TV. Oh, they're on TV. They must be millionaires. Really? I'm going to show you the stubs of what we get paid to do some of the things we do. So I said that originally, like, I make money. I don't make money. You know how much? I couldn't even make a car payment with the money they pay you on TV. He's like, well, then you're dumb. Like, now we're going there. So he wasn't trolling. I didn't get what he was doing. I thought he was just had a problem with me saying the joke. And what he was doing, it's aggravating. I come to Twitter because I don't want to be bothered. I got off Facebook because people suck ass. I came on Twitter because they suck, but it's like I don't even care about them. I don't know them. But this guy, it just irked me because it was a dumb joke. And I didn't understand what he was so pissed about. But then I realized he was looking at me like a Hollywood elite. And I know you guys who know me laugh at that. He was looking at me like a Hollywood elite. And I had some sort of point of view on a $600 stimulus check that I should be shutting my mouth and stay out of because hardworking people are looking for that money, not you. And it took me, I am so not that guy that I wouldn't even think that was what he meant. It took me, like I said, 3 hours for me to figure that out. I had to make a video. I responded to a tweet of his with a video like, dude, you're like, is it batshit crazy? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about here. And then he's like, yeah, you're big mad because I exposed you. I exposed you. You exposed me? You exposed me? I can't afford to go to therapy for $50 a week. And you expose me? You jerk off? You ruin Twitter now. You just ruin everything, but it gets ruined by people who got to get involved. Anyway. That's my hot corner for today. Sorry I can't be with you guys. My internet's down. Hopefully Joe will put this up.
Mike, plug your CD again before we go.
Yeah, so it's called the Do Not Call List. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Music, Apple Music, anywhere you can stream stuff practically. It's on TikTok, Instagram, and all that fun stuff. You could add it to your videos. The best way to get it is just go to MikeCelonacomedy.com. You can also watch my special Calzone Farm on Amazon for free. And when I'm more excited about when all this is over and we can start performing live again. So check out my website, MikeCelonacomedy.com, and maybe come out to a show in the future and say hi and bring me a grandma burger.
Yeah, baby. We're going to do that Pennsylvania tour that you always talk about. That we're going to do some little theaters in Pennsylvania.
Tour. I'm going to eat White Castles with you, and we're going to do therapy in the car.
Let's do it, man. I can't wait to get back on the road. But
Yeah.
good luck. I know the CD is going to be great. You're one of my best comedy pals, and I appreciate you coming on the cast. I hope you come on again. Maybe I'll have like another group. We'll do like 4 of us, and we'll just shoot the shit. And
Yeah.
it'll always go to food when me and you were talking.
We should do this summer when it's nice out, do an outdoor episode where we smoke some bats, we cook some meat, and just do what we do best.
Let's do
Right?
it, man. Cigars and podcasting and meat.
All in Our Backyards podcast.
Gaffney's a
coming out this
vegan
summer.
now, though, so he's gonna have to have his
No
Impossible
way.
Meat. He is. Too bad he wasn't on here for us to make fun of him about it, but he doesn't care. He's proud of it.
Well, when we eat grandma steaks in front of him, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see. One more comment before we go. Paul Bond said, let me add the comment. Oh, that's a big one. Jody Wiener had a great joke about vegetarians at a restaurant. Jody was eating a steak and the vegetarian said, "Do you know how many cows die so people can eat meat?" Jody answered, "Do you know how many cows die because you're eating their food?" That's
True. Wow.
See that? Very
That's good.
true. Very true. And on that note, let me cut to my single shot here. Hey, guys, thanks for checking out All in Your Heads podcast. Hopefully we'll have Mike Gaffney back next week. I hope you enjoyed me talking with Mike Celona. Please subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. Please subscribe to the audio podcast on any and all audio platforms, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, blah, 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 all of it. We're on all of it, Spotify, everything. So thanks. We'll see you next week. You've been watching and listening to All in Our Heads.